Hello viewers, you are welcome to this video lecture. I'm here to present the sixth video lecture from chapter 2. Chapter 2 deals about the functional classification of the highway. In the previous videos we have deals about the concepts of the functional classification. Not all roads should be built to the same standard. For example, expressway and gravel roads have their different standards. So there is a very important part is classified. The highway is very important, and also will be the concepts will be related to the purpose of the roads. The purpose of the roads will be for through movements. It is traveling from for example, Addis Ababa to Kenya, Addis Ababa to Djibouti, Addis Ababa to Sudan. It is for through movements, and also local routes. For example, Addis Ababa to Bahar Dar, Addis Ababa to Dredawa, Addis Ababa to Mekelle. It is locally routes, and also fast and slow vehicles will be used. The roads, pedestrian, parking areas, all are mixed used use a road. So this leads to reduce the safety, efficiency, and the capacity of the road. So because of this, there is very important concept is the functional classification. Functional classification, and also the functional system for urban areas, and also will be in rural area will be used for dividing the roads. So in rural areas, the rural principal arterial, the minor arterials, major and minor collectors, and locals will be divided into four type of routes. And also today's will be deals about the functional classification as a design types. Also deals about the ASHTO and ERA geometric design manual. We classified the roads in different ways. For example, we have discussed in ASHTO. We have divided the roads into four main parts. The first is interstates, freeway and expression in one groups, and the second group is arterial roads. The third is collector roads. Lastly, we'll have local roads. So ASHTO manual will be divided into four main parts. ERA geometric design manual also divides the road with the first is a track road, link road, access road, collector, and feeders. Will be divided the roads into five major groups. The functional classification also used for the design type. We use it for design type. This text have utilized the functional classification system as a design type of highway. So majorly two major difficulties arise from this usage. So the first major problems will be related to the freeway. The freeway is not a functional classification itself, but it is a classification of the principal arterials. It does however have a unique geometric characteristics that demand separating design apart from other principal as well as minor arterials. The first is the problem is related to the freeway. Mostly in the old, most of the roads are freeways. The second major difficulty is that it is the past. Pastly, we have the roads will be classified based on the geometric design characteristics and capacity level, have a traditional method. So the geometric design means the horizontal curves, and also the vertical alignments also will be determined. Higher we have take high radius of horizontal curve, it is a high level, and that geometric design is low horizontal curves will be provide us a lower class standards like local roads, so classified based on geometric design criteria and capacity levels, but now will be depending upon function they served. Under a functional classification system, there is the design criteria and level of service vary according to the function of the highway facility. This one is very important. So any road will be designed based on the function of the highway facility. For example, arterials roads are expected to provide high degree of mobility, high number of vehicles. There is used for long trip lengths. It is international countries connections from Ethiopian to Kenya, Ethiopian to Djibouti, and also will be high operating speed. The speed is very high, and level of service also will be increase. And also abutting property is not their main functions. Their main function is a mobility, not accessibility. So some degree of accessibility, but the measure desirable of or expect from the arterials will be mobility. The collectors serves a dual functions in according to the short strips and feeding the arterials. We provide traffics from local and give for arterial is the main function of collector. So collector is intermediate. It is provide mobility as well as a local access. It is service as a building property. It is provide access. And local the third one is local roads. So this local roads is a short trip length. The total length is very high relative to the collector and arterials, and because and also the property is provide access, a little need for mobility. So it is access to the residential, it is access to the shopping areas, and low design speeds and level of services also will be the standard will be lower. So the functional concept is important to the designer. So first will be the designer will be think about what is the function or what is the purpose of the road is very important in planning stages or in the design parts. So the first steps in the design process is to define the function that is the facility is to be serviced. It is very important. So the level of service need to fulfill this function for anticipate volume and composition of the traffic, provide rational and cost effective based for selection of the speeds as well as geometric design. So we have high speeds, so the level of service also will be increased, the cost efficiency also will be increased, and the standards for the geometric criteria also will be increased. So the use of functional classifications as a design type should be appropriate integrate for the highway planning as well as the design process. So now will be deals about the AASHTO geometric design manual. So in AASHTO design geometric design manual for functional classification is classified the roads into the first part is interstates, freeway and express. So interstates are the high class of arterial road systems. So these are designed and constructed for mobility and long distance travels. It is morely functions as a mobility. Freeway and express also will be included in this first classification. Freeway are uh, characterized by full access control with access points limited to on and off ramps and not at a great intersection. So freeways will be full accessed and will be there is access points on or off by ramps. Expressways are more common in rural settings where at great intersections are permitted to varying degree of depending on the context. So and the other is arterial highways. So the arterial highway is classified as principal as well as major. The principals have a large percentage of travelers between cities and active centers. It is used for high traffic volume, for used for intercity buses and trucks, mostly used heavy vehicles. So the principal arterial provide high degree of mobility and high percentage of travelers for long distance trips. Minor arterials also will be connecting with the principal arterial with collectors. Collectors roads is primarily service for trip intra countries with uh, intra-country or towns. So the traveling speeds and volumes are low with relative to arterial, and high speeds and volumes are relative to access or local roads. There is two type of collector: major collector and minor collector. Major collector is important intra-countries traffic corridors and provide service to the major countries overall. And also will be the local roads also will be local roads will be all roads not included in the higher classes. This major purpose of the local roads is provide accesses to abutting lands and permitted accesses to the roads for high classification. In local roads also high percentage of road ways, and also will be primary service as a access. Such is properly include geometric design, and the traffic control features is more typically of control and arterial to increase to save moments of through the traffics. So the last will be this Ethiopian Road Authority Geometric Design Manual. So these manuals will be the deals about the geometric design is a uh, process where the layout of a road through the terrain is designed to meet the need of the road user. So the geometric designs include the horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, and uh, the other is a cross section, and we have also will be add the sight distance. Appropriate standards will be placed for the geometric design elements. Field objectives. First is topography, land uses, physical features, environmental consideration, road safety consideration, road functions and control of accesses, and also will be the objective is the traffic volume and capacity, design speeds, design vehicles, economic and alternative construction technology also will be used. So in Ethiopian the functional classification is into five uh, classification. The first classification is a track road. So these track roads will be linking international importance of international boundaries. For example, it is connected from Ethiopian to Djibouti, Ethiopian to Kenya, Ethiopian to Sudan. It is a major roads or international boundary crossing will be a track road. A link roads will be link center of national or international importances with towns. For example, will be link Addis Ababa to Djibouti, Addis Ababa to Mekelle, Addis Ababa to Dredwa, Addis Ababa to Bahar Dar. So this one is a link road, and also access roads will be provide with towns to towns. For example, is Bahar Dar to Mekelle, Mekelle with Aksum, acceptors will be access road, collectors will be connectors will be from Aksum to Mekelle. There is different waradas, so we have collect from the warada to the main road is a collector road. Feeder roads will be locally used in markets or in residential areas will be as a feeder road. So we have also will be say ADT of also the number of traffickers, average annual daily traffickers in annually will be average. So the traffic volume in track road is greater than 1000. In link roads will be it is 400 up to 1000. Access roads will be 13 to 1000. Collector from 25 up to 400. Feeders will be up to 100 ADT. So we have dealers, each of them is the first one is a track road. Track road is the first class. So centers of international importance, and the road terminating at international boundary links Addis Ababa by track roads, Addis Ababa to Djibouti, Addis Ababa to etc. will be links, and link roads will be a center of national and international importance. So any, for example, this will be Waldia up to Debre Tabor, Reta roads will be as examples. So towns will be link road, and main access roads will be center of provincial importance must be linked between them by main access roads. So from main link with the waradas. So collectors will be provided from the waradas to the main access roads, and feeders will be it is roads will be in market or local locations. Residential areas will be as a feeder road. So the roads will be high classes will be track and link roads will be major function is provide mobility, and the traffic volume is very high, the standard is very high, the width it is very wider, and also will be the speed is very high. Well, the primary function of low classes it is like feeder roads will be only provide for accesses. For example, for markets, for residential areas, it is intermediate classes. For example, it is a link collector roads will be provide for both mobility and access. Thank you for listening to my video. This is the last video for chapter 2. In the next video we continue the chapter 3.